to us by FanDuel. The NBA is back. No better place to get in on the action than with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. And right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when their first $5 bet hits. So head to FanDuel.com/UCSS to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Guys, Major League Baseball free agency is coming up, and Bull, you mentioned on the show the other day that you thought the Guardians' best chance to sign a real slugger would be on a one-year big contract because of the impending lockout that could happen after the next season. So I asked you and Jay to come up with a name of a realistic target you think the Guardians could actually sign to a deal similar to that, and your player was?
Well, let's do Jay first because...
Yeah, I feel really bad on this because...
No, there's no need to feel bad. Go. Yeah.
You had said this a number of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And as soon as you said it, I thought, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso is a rent-a-player that would look really good in this lineup. He would automatically give us another power threat outside of Jose Ramirez. It would take more pressure off other guys in that
100%.
lineup. And that's what we need. We don't.
Yes.
I think what happened last year was we saw guys, as they're trying to figure out Major League pitching, we saw them at times crumble under all the pressure of being another power bat in the lineup. And if you put a guy like this in, it automatically everybody else is like, wow, I don't have to do it now. I don't have to be the guy. He's going to hit 40 home runs a year without even, waking up.
No doubt.
He's going to hit 40 home
doubt.
runs. And I think he's going to make everybody around him better, and that's what we need. The other name that I thought of, and I'm curious to see what you say about this, I would talk to Josh Naylor.
It's funny that you say that because he was on my short list of guys.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no.
I feel better about it that you like the idea.
Yes, yeah. I mean, listen, position-wise, you'd rather get a middle infielder who's a power
100%.
hitter or a center fielder would be
But
perfect.
Bazzana is kind of in the pipeline.
Yeah, right.
So
Pete Alonso is the ultimate guy. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. I think he will this year get a longer deal.
Isn't our payroll around $45 million right
yes.
now?
It's crazy. There's no reason they couldn't pay him. And
they're going to have to spend $40 million at least.
Yes. And the thing about not the lockout is, for me, if I'm the Guardians, it's a chance to be more aggressive.
I agree.
You might not even have to pay him the following
I look
year.
at this as an opportunity.
Yes.
Guys are going to be, other teams, I think, are going to be hesitant to pass out ultra big deals.
That's right.
And I think the players have already been programmed to know it's not going to be there.
That's right. It's good.
So the Guardians, this is perfect for them.
They have no big money on the books except for Jose,
Nothing.
and even obviously he's under market value.
Sure.
Pete Alonso, I don't think people realize what a difference, okay? Pete Alonso.
Why is he so underappreciated?
He is the most.
He's underappreciated in New York.
It is crazy. The message is
I thought
we're going to let him
Schwarber
go.
was that guy 2 years ago. I thought, why is there not more clamoring for
don't
Kyle
understand.
Schwarber?
Look at this Pete
Look at
Alonso's
the numbers, bro.
numbers since he's come up to the big leagues.
It's insane.
Was 38 the least amount of home runs he's had in a full
I bet
season?
it is.
I can tell you one second.
I mean, give his home run totals year by year, Mike. One of them's the COVID year, obviously. His power
He's in the 40s and 50s.
It's crazy.
Pete Alonso, year by year, his rookie year, 53. 2020 was the shortened COVID year, 16.
And that's a lot. We played 60
in that year,
games. Yeah.
57 games.
Yeah.
He had 37, 40, 46, 34, 38.
What are we doing?
So you
What are you
guarantee
doing?
I
the
know.
34 is the
Sign him.
lowest.
That sounds like my belt waist.
He's average. He's in his career. He's
56.
probably averaged 40 home runs a year,
Yeah.
roughly, right? So what's the worst? And Cleveland's a good hitter's park.
It is.
He'll be. Listen, and here's the thing, Jay. I don't know how you feel about this, but you've been around baseball for so long. You've played. To me, Jose Ramirez is a better baseball player than Pete Alonso overall.
No question.
No doubt, right?
No question.
But there's
Everything he
something
brings
to be
the table.
said for having that big monster who's physically imposing in the
Yes.
lineup.
Yes.
Jose is not that. He's great.
Jose's diminutive.
Teams
He's
fear him.
small in stature.
Teams are concerned about him. They pitch around. If you got Pete Alonso batting right behind Jose Ramirez,
my God.
you can't.
And you know what?
Not every time.
I think Ramirez's stats would go up.
Ramirez would have the best year of his career if you signed Pete Alonso.
I agree.
If he were healthy, no doubt that would be the best. I'd bat him 2-3 in the lineup.
I would too.
I'd bat Jose 2. I'd bat Pete Alonso 3. That would be the best, one of the best, if not the best 2-3 combo in the league. They would hit 70 to 80 home runs, maybe more between them.
So why can't I get him and Naylor?
Well, they can't get
they
him
play
in
the
there.
same. You wouldn't do both. I would say, for me, I would put if you can't get anywhere with Alonso and there's not, he's outside of your price range.
Right.
I would absolutely bring Josh Naylor back.
I would.
Josh Naylor, by the way, was one of the best base stealers in baseball this
Which was
year.
insane.
I don't know where that came from. He's not
He
fast.
stole like 35 bases.
and his
or something.
percentage was really high.
Especially with Seattle. When he went to Seattle at the end of the year, I don't think he ever got caught.
No,
So
it's unreal.
Alonso and Naylor isn't realistic together.
Okay.
No, you
Alonso
wouldn't.
and possibly Bulls guy together.
Could happen.
Could
Who's your guy?
So my guy, and I don't love this guy. I like him, but I think he's a guy that I would love it if they signed Pete Alonso and this guy. I would, But my guy is Trent Grisham. So Trent Grisham was a solid player for the Padres for a number of years. Not great, but solid. Last year, he had a massive breakout season with 34 home runs. Now, to be fair, he played at Yankee Stadium, which is a big-time short porch for left-handed hitters, which he is. So I don't think he's hitting 34 home runs for the Guardians.
I mean, they got a jet stream out there.
But we have a nice right field porch.
We got a
here,
nice
too.
little jet stream out there.
I think he could hit 25 home runs. And you know what position he plays? Center field. Now, he's not an elite defender.
He's solid, though.
He's average. But
Okay, we have an elite guy in left field.
Right.
Which makes it easier for a less than elite
And they
center
haven't
field.
had a guy who could potentially hit 20. I'm going to say 25 home runs for Grisham. I don't think anybody's going to pay him huge because last year was his first all-star level season.
Right.
He'd been just a solid player before that. So I don't think he's getting a massive contract. I think him on like a nice two-year, $40 million deal, 45, maybe even 50. I think he'd be a great fit.
I hadn't thought of him, but I like the name.
I would bet, and I'd bet him cleanup. So now I have Kwan, Ramirez, Alonso, Grisham. That's my 1 through 4.
Wow.
Or I put Manzardo 4, I put Grisham 5.
Yeah.
And now we're cooking. Now I got Chase DeLauder.
Okay.
That's
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Might
That's
develop
what I'm
into
talking
something.
about.
We don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully Bazana's up there by May, right? Like get him going.
I want to see him this year.
And that puts your payroll where? Overall.
$80 million if you do both? No.
I mean, if you signed Alonso for 40 and Grisham for 25.
You're at 100.
You're at $100 million.
And that's still light.
That's
light.
Your pitching staff, they're very lucky in that they don't really have to address their pitching staff.
No.
That's where teams are trying to get better.
Absolutely.
Now I don't know if I think Smith is good enough to be the closer. He was
Sure.
okay in that role last year.
But now he'll go into the whole
He'll
offseason
know
knowing
that
he's going to be the guy.
I like our bullpen. I like our starting rotation.
Yeah.
If you give me 2 to 3 new bats, I think you're competing at least for the Central. And now you're in contention to who knows what's going to happen.
To me, I'm not going to bank on it. But if you sign Grisham and Alonso, again, long shot, probably not going to happen. It totally changes the team.
And Bull, what it does is it injects some enthusiasm into the fan base.
That's right.
What we're accustomed to is selling players off in July, drafting people we hope hit, and never signing free agents. We never, ever sign free agents.
No.
We went through a stretch there around 16 to 20
Yeah.
where we were bringing in guys that made differences.
Yes.
We had
But the
Bell.
last couple
We got
guys-
Josh Bell.
Well, the last couple of guys they brought in
Have not worked
were
out.
flops.
Yep.
And I almost think that now the front office is like, yeah, this isn't for our blood.
Yeah.
We can't afford to miss on Bell like we missed. We can't afford to miss.
That's why they got
Who
to
was the
shop
catcher?
a little.
Zanino retired.
Right. Now they got to shop a little higher. They've got the pay room flexibility.
Yes.
Let's stop going bargain basement. Let's go to
Mid.
me. Trent Grisham's like top of middle class.
Yeah.
Now Pete Alonso is top class. He's the lower end of
I
top
agree.
class.
And Clase and Ortiz's money coming off the books.
Yeah,
Off,
Ortiz
done.
wasn't making anything.
Yeah,
but
Clase
Clase
was.
is 6
7
million.
million.
Or whatever.
I
That's
need-
all.
That's gone.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gone. And I believe Stephen Kwan, who's arbitration eligible, I think he'll make 7-8 million this year.
Boy, he
will be the second highest paid player on the team.
Wow.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
His value plummeted. I don't want to say plummeted.
Yeah, but
He was in line, and his agent and everybody else had figured that the ship had sailed from him signing a long-term deal here. If I'm the Guardians, one thing that I am doing is I'm trying to lock him up long-term
5 for 75.
his value went down.
5 for 75 right now.
That's a doable deal.
Let's
that will,
do it.
in 3 years, look like a team-friendly contract.
This is the best I've felt about the Guardians in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This could be
unfortunately,
realistic.
I don't have faith. I just
They ain't gonna do it, but,
so bad.
Well, at least
Now
they
you'd have
enjoy it.
5 legit hitters
That
Like,
lineup,
legit.
That
Yes.
lineup is watchable.
And then
that lineup is
and that's
very
including
watchable.
Chase
Last year it
DeLauder.
was filled with guys that hit 181.
And let's say you did that, and let's say Chase DeLauder really puts it together.
Now,
Again, he's injury
Well, I'll throw
prone.
more
Or
icing on the
Bazzana.
cake.
Or
How about Bazzana? This
Yeah.
is year 3.
Yeah, and
we got to see something.
In theory, you could have, by the middle of the summer, you could have DeLauder and Bazzana hitting 6-7.
Oh, my God.
And okay, your shortstop is not great, and your catcher is so-so. But I could live with Naylor and Arias 8 and 9 if the rest of my lineup is good.
Exactly.
Agreed.
That's the thing. That's why Miles Straw on Toronto
Makes
is
sense.
fine.
It's okay, yeah.
Because the rest of their lineup's really good. He was
Right.
a little better offensively than he's been in the past.
Not
He
much,
wasn't that
but a
good.
little bit.
But he helps them. You could use him because the rest of your
Same with
lineup's
Jimenez.
good. Right.
Jimenez was below average this year. He didn't have a
Yes.
good year at all. But it's weird how guys like that, you can hide in a lineup in Toronto.
Yes, because
but
the rest of the lineup's
here
getting
they
it done.
stick out like a sore thumb because you get to the 6-hitter in our lineup and you're like, oh,
Right.
we got to
You
wait to
had
get
four
back to the
empty
top.
You can't have four empty
you
hitters.
turn in the channel. You like, yeah, let me go ahead and see
Let's
what's
face it, there were times
Yeah.
last year they had 5-6 empty hitters.
I know they did.
You know, but
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
again, I'm hoping against hope. But come on, man.
Got to
All
do
right,
better.
guys.
Got to do better.
We got super chats to wrap
Yeah.
up today's show.